If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you about it. It's free, which is amazing. And there are these really cool creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you, so it's easy to be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get podcasts. And you get to make money with no minimum listenership, which is really cool. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right away. Wellnesspreneurs, are you ready to stop side hustling and start making an income doing what you love? It's time to pull up a seat and align your third eye on the prize. Each week, we will have conversations with successful creatives in wellness, business, marketing, and more to uncover practical methods to take you from A to B. My name is Jessica Cross, and I am so excited to link arms with you and get started. Let's dive in. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Third Eye on the Prize. It's Jessica Cross, and I am so stoked to be with you today. Now, today I have a super cool episode lined up for you, and it's short and sweet. So hopefully if you're doing chores or moving from one thing to the next, it'll suit your needs today, but it's nice and juicy. Today we're talking about the 3 reasons you should be hosting events and 1 you shouldn't. So that's, there's lots of reasons why you should be hosting events, but we're short on time today, right? So let's keep it down to 3. And, we'll talk through each of these in detail, and then we'll get to 1 that you shouldn't as well. All right. So the first reason you should be hosting events for your business is you have a message, a product, or a service to deliver to the world. So if you're in business, you probably have one of those. So basically, if you are in business, if you are teaching yoga, if you are a massage therapist, if you are a creative, you have a message or a service or a product to bring into this world. And I think you should be hosting events. And events can seem, a little esoteric, or like, what do you mean by events? Like, what does that even mean? I am talking about workshops. I'm talking about retreats. I am talking about opportunities for you to connect in real time with your audience. So here's a perfect example. I know this lovely friend from a program that I was in earlier this year, and she has this really cool business where she makes resin jewelry, and she customizes each piece, each pendant, with a phrase or a word that is either, personalized, something you choose, like your name, or be brave as an example, or something that, she's kind of honed in on that her clients really, really like. So some of her clients for yoga studios too, and, a good like Om or Ashanti as an example. And she has beautiful work, and people resonate with her offerings. And we were talking, and I had this idea for her company, like a way to bring her jewelry into real life, into real time, and is her beautifully colored pendants somehow, of course, align with each of the chakras. So they come in all the beautiful reds, oranges, golds, greens, blues, violets. They're perfect, a perfect fit for adding in a layer of chakra knowledge. So we were talking, it was like, how cool would it be if you had everyone hop on Zoom and you had these pendants pre-made, and you had one for each of those colors, and you asked them to do a journaling exercise to get clear on one word intention for their next season, of their life. So like I said, it could be brave, it could be peace, it could be I am calm, I am powerful, like something like that. Like, walk through an exercise with them to get them clear to this, very short, succinct message that would fit on a pendant. And then you make it for them. You've already got your pendants pre-prepped, and I don't make resin pendants, so I can't talk to all the logistics there. And major props to the jewelry makers out there. I've tried it. I know how hard it is. It's a lot of work. But you would figure out a way, if this is your business, to have this jewelry pre-prepped where you're customizing that final piece at the very end to your client's message, and then they get to take it home, or if you're on Zoom, you package it up, you put it in the mail the next day, and it arrives at their doorstep. They're unboxing on stories, they're tagging you, you're sharing it, they're talking about their experience, and then they get to wear this perfectly beautiful creation that you made, and they got to co-create in that experience. So that's just one example. If you're a maker, that's something you could be doing. If you're a yoga teacher, y'all, if you're not hosting events, you need to be, like, I'm 100% sure. So even my new yoga teachers out there, like, start hosting yoga in the park, start having a moon salutation ceremony around the full moons, or a new moon journaling and asana practice. Like, find things that resonate with you. Those are things that resonate with me, and maybe they do you too, but find something that's really true to you. So let's say you have a really strong journaling practice. Think about all the ways you could bring in journaling with the seasons and the seasonal yoga practice, and maybe a meditation. You could bring in different treats that are specific to that season. So if it's, we're heading into the summer, something cool and refreshing. If it were fall or winter, something warm and comforting would be the nice choice. So just a couple of examples, really, like, going back to this, one of the reasons you should be hosting an event if you have a message, a product, or a service. And if you're in business, you have one of those. So start opening your mind to this idea as another way to reach your clients. It's a tool in your belt, just like your email list, just like your Instagram, your Facebook. It's another tool for you to reach your clients. And I would even dare to say that you can reach your clients in a more personal way through experiences, because they're going to really remember that retreat that they went on, or that chakra necklace experience that we just talked about, because that's something unique. And when they remember how good they felt, they're going to remember you when they're going to buy another necklace for a friend. They're going to remember you when they open up their journal pages and look at the intentions they set for this next full moon. Just an example, but it's obviously something I'm very passionate about, if you haven't picked up on it. But really start opening your mind. If you're in business, you should be hosting events. Okay, reason number 3. You're ready to build an existing relationship with your clients and attract new ones. So I've been asked this question a few times recently, and it's, do I have to have an audience to have events? And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that you do have to have some sort of existing relationship out there to leverage, because you can build it, but if they don't know it's there, and you don't know who they is, by the way, no one's going to come. It's not, if you build it, they will come. They got to know about it, and you got to know who they, quote unquote, is. So start building that existing client base, be it, if you're teaching yoga, start teaching classes, teach, start meeting people, going to different places and studios, corporate offices, places that you can build these relationships if you're not already. So if you do have an existing relationship with your clients, and I'm not here to say you need 20,000 followers on Instagram to get this done. You need a core group of true fans. It could be 20 true fans. 20 people coming to your event, you're doing great. That's amazing. It does not have to be a huge following for you to start hosting events. So from that existing relationship, those 20, those 40 or 100 true fans that you have, you can attract new clients in addition to that base. So you're bringing in your existing clients, you're fostering relationships, you're seeing them in person, and then you're attracting new clients to your offerings as well. So it becomes this sort of ripple effect. You start reaching new people word of mouth begins to happen. People start bringing their friends rather to your offerings, to your chakra necklace workshop and your moon salutation, journaling, and asana practice. People start hearing about it and it starts to ripple out. And I'm going to say a little side note here. You can't just throw it out one time. I'm going to say it again. You can't just throw it out one time and expect to get some results. So you can't say, well, I did the event, nothing happened, so I'll never do that again. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, you get to try a bunch of things. You get to see what works and what doesn't. And if it doesn't draw a big audience, you probably need to try it a few more times. And B, see what you can take from that experience and apply it to the next time you try. It's not failure, it's information. Okay. Number 3, the third reason why you should be hosting events. You enjoy the energy of a group environment, even if you're introverted. All right, I have a secret. Are you ready? I'm introverted. I'm very introverted, actually, and I have not been clear on that probably until I started this personal development journey about a decade ago. And, I think there's lots of information that, we can all Google about understanding if you're introverted or extroverted, or you can flex. I can definitely flex into the extroverted side. But I notice my energy drain when I am on conversations, Zoom calls, back to back to back to back. I'm exhausted after. I feel drained. My energy feels drained. Or if I'm in a large group environment for a very long time, I've got to prep for that. That's something that I prep myself for, like fill up my cup with my practice, going for a run, putting myself in nature, whatever possible. And then after, I need to not speak, usually for the rest of the night, which God bless my husband, because he definitely knows this about me. And I need a bath, probably some chocolate, and to be in bed as soon as possible, because I have got to recover. So all that to be said, I still enjoy the energy of a group environment. I still enjoy the group environment because it brings so much to me. I feel so fulfilled and lifted up when we're moving together in community that I'm always drawn back to it. Even though I'm a little tired later, I'm always drawn back to it. So if you're an introvert, do not fret. Events are still for you. Figure out what you need to do to fill your cup and how to refill your cup after this event. Okay, so that was our 3 reasons. If you have a message, product, or service is number 1. If you're ready to build on an existing relationship with your clients and attracting clients. And the third one is you enjoy the energy of a group environment, even if you're an introvert. Those are our 3 reasons. All right, here's the one why you should not host events. This is big. You're not ready to work hard. Big surprise. So I'll give you a little story. When I was younger and I was in high school, in my college years, I thought, events sounds really exciting. That the lights, the cameras, the action, the groups, people selling tickets, the marketing behind it, like all of that really got me super excited. And it is exciting, but I'm going to tell you a secret. It is hard work. It is late nights sometimes. It is pivoting on a marketing strategy. It is wearing many hats, including the loading crew, the main speaker, the catering crew, the cleanup crew. You wear many hats in some of these situations, especially when we are a small business, a solopreneur, a single yoga teacher, meditation teacher, creator. We often wear many hats in our business anyway. So I want to let you know that that doesn't go away when you're doing events. That's also going to be something that you're working with. So when I work with my clients, it's one of the things is like, are you ready to work? Like, are you ready to commit to this? Because it's going to take your commitment, your elbow grease to get it done. And if that doesn't sound good to you, you're like, no thanks. that's fine. A, you can hire somebody to do it for you. That's totally an option. Or B, maybe you wait till a season that you are, because there may be there's things in your life that have focused or influenced rather that decision where you're like, yeah, I don't think that sounds like a lot of fun right now. It might change later. So come back around to it if you get that inkling that maybe I'm not ready to add that to my plate yet. But if you are, kudos. And then I'm going to send you back to the first 3 steps on why you should be doing it. So if you're ready to work hard, look at those 3 steps. Okay, so that was a lot, but it was so much fun. And I really enjoyed sharing that with you today. I'd love to hear from you. Are you hosting events in your business? Or are you like, I have no idea even where to start? Like, that sounds cool. I think I should be doing it based on those reasons, but I'm just lost. Hit me up. You can email me or you can DM me on Instagram. It's jessicacross.co. Be happy to give you some pointers and support you in any way I can. So don't hesitate to reach out. And if you like this episode, I'd be so grateful if you would rate and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. It means all the world to me that you take the time to listen and to review. I can't even tell you how my face lights up when that happens. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your time and your beautiful energy. We'll talk again soon. Thanks for listening to Third Eye on the Prize. Got an idea or something to share with Jessica? DM her on Instagram at jessicacross.co and let her know what's on your mind. We're so grateful for your support, especially as a small woman-led business. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time.